Well, hello there, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at Microcivilization. Now, this claims to be a game where you can build a civilization from the ground up, and looks pretty damn interesting. However, I want to be clear here, it might just be another micro-clicker game. It's in early access. I want to give it a chance and give it a shot, so let's do it. It looks like we have to select a first research here, and it looks like there's different levels. Obviously, this continues onwards. We're going to want to focus on foraging, of course, maybe just some fire. We have learned fire. I guess we just grow population to speed up research. Interesting. So it is definitely a clicker game, although kind of a little more enjoyable than most that I've seen. There's other strategy elements to it, so I believe given time, we can actually begin to expand our territory. We collect technology over here, and look at that. Let's get a wood hut. Interesting. So I'm going to do that. Gather wood to finish construction. So the clicks are, of course, clicking for food and also clicking for wood, that sort of thing. Definitely a clicker, but I want to see like if there's any actual difference between this and other clicker games out there. I just want to see this civilization grow. It's supposed to grow all the way from prehistoric times to actually like sort of modern day and perhaps beyond. I'm not sure. But the game is in early access, and I do think for a clicker game like this to be in early access, not a bad sign. Not a bad sign. So we're going to go ahead, get these huts up. Definitely want to go for that delicious technology. Get some tools going. And we can actually begin to grow that population. By growing population, you gained a worker unit. Worker units generate food over time. All right, nice. It's growing little by little, not too fast. And I'll keep getting those huts up. I like that we can, of course, add the huts here. You know, how can we have a civilization without some homes to house our people? And there we go. We got a little unlock as well. I figured that this would be really fun on the phone, too. I'm not sure if it is for the phone, though. It might just be PC-based, for all I know. There we go. Get a bunch of huts up. Pretty soon here, we're going to look into our research, see if there's anything we can do from there. But this will be our first city. I wonder if you get to name your city over time. The description of the game claims that there are like revolutions and uprisings, wars. I want to see if that's actually the case. Now, we definitely have to unlock something about food. But for now, let's just get those spearmen. It's all we can unlock at the moment. Need to be able to defend the area, of course. And as you can see, just like a typical clicker, now that we have a few huts going and a bunch of workers, they will do some of this work on their own, although it looks like we have a lack of food. So I want to be careful here. Make sure we fix that. There's a food shortage. Actually, building the hut, did that decrease the food shortage? Why would that be the case? Let's see over here. Another unlock. So the cattle, +2 for food. That's what we want to get. And hopefully that will fix our problem here. Can now start a quest to begin exploring the world map. So again, this is what it promises. Hey, Predator. Good to see you too. Oh, cool. Yeah, fell in love with the graphics. I'm liking it too. The graphics are neat for sure. Let's take a look here. So this is the world map. Completing quests allows you to cultivate tiles and gain economical bonuses. And I think it's this sort of stuff that's going to separate this game from just a standard clicker. So let's hope that's the case. It's got pretty good reviews for an early access. Face a crisis at the end of this quest. It must be defeated to finish the quest stage. Are you prepared? I think I want to wait a little bit. I'm a little concerned about that. Whatever, we'll see what happens. So here we go, starting that quest. And we are, as you can see here, in the Neolithic era. It's the Stone Age, my friends. Crisis risk 35%. Okay, so crises can occur. See, I'm liking that too. And I actually see a lot of guys over here with swords. I'm not sure what that's about. I hope we don't have an uprising going on here. All right, let's see. Let's get those spearmen. We're going to focus on building those. We want defenses. Oh, you know what? I think those are the guys going out for the quest. Duh. Very cool. First soldier unit. Use it during a crisis to damage the threat. Okay. So I wonder, do we have to go here to do the soldier units? Your first crisis is here. It will destroy your civilization unless it is defeated or it expires. Oh, no. All right, so there's a fire going on. So we're going to use that unit to deal with it. And I guess we can also use the spearmen to deal with it here. But that fire is continuing. Build stronger units, okay, to destroy the fire. We need to get that damn spearman unit up. So it really kind of forces you to actually... really turns into a true clicker, man. Boom. Boom. We're so close. We're so close to getting that fire quelled. And, of course, we still have a sort of food issue there, so I want to fix that. The people are starving. And there we go. We at least got rid of that, but let's focus entirely on food for a moment here. Make sure our people are well fed. Population is growing. Doesn't seem like the food situation is getting any better. Well, you know, maybe the food situation is getting better, but there's just more people eating food. Defeat barbarians. Oh, boy. All right, let's see if we can go for walls right now. Okay, there we go. We actually do have a surplus now with the grain. I'm just going to get a bunch of grain going. And now what's this? A common hero. So we've actually gained our first hero, and this is another really important element of the game. It's a belief hero, so this one is going to start, basically build our culture up. And it's Antonia Manzel, +9 damage to our spearmen, and 33 nationalism. Belief heroes increase damage to crisis. I like it. Let's keep it going. Get some more huts up, and of course we want to keep that food production high. Now what I want to know is what happened to the actual quest over here. Nope, we don't want to cancel the quest. Ooh. Right, our quest has arrived. Alright, so completing the 3 will allow us to transform the quest. I don't know what that means. We'll soon find out. You can also see that that crisis is growing. That crisis meter is growing quite quickly. Reach 100 population to gain another worker. Okay. So we do want to grow that population. Probably also want to get another hut or 2 up. Do that. I love seeing them, like, go off into the distance. And as you get closer to the modern age, of course, you're going to get different kinds of buildings. These buildings are going to evolve depending on our growth rate. So I'm loving this so far. It's fun. I mean, for a clicker game, again, I want to be clear. Definitely not... I'm not going to give it, like, a good score yet. But I'll say, like, you know, it's like a clicker game should. It's sort of taking up my my focus, which I like. Again, we need those cattle. Or sorry, we've got the cattle in the walls. Do we need the saw blade here? Yeah, I guess so. So let's go for the saw blade. And it looks like we can go ahead and get a hill fort. This is a new military unit. Though it's going to take us a while to get it. It's going to make us a little more defensible. I like it. I mean, obviously, we're still in the Neolithic age. So we need to make sure that we are protected. A level 5 fire, no. Boom. Boom. Let's get that hill fort up, but let's also get some more warriors out there. Yeah, that's a rough situation. Boom. I'm going to keep going with the hill fort. Oh my goodness, look at that. It actually starts to burn your buildings up. Let's get the spearmen. Unfortunately, we're going to have to put the hill fort on pause for now. And we'll send our warrior units in to quell this fire. Boom. All right, back to the hill fort. That could have been devastating, but I'm glad we dealt with it the way we did. And there we go. Okay. Also go ahead and just fill that spearman. I'm going to focus on food for now. Just grow a bunch of food. All right, guys, we can construct a workshop. Let's get that spearman up first. Once this spearman is up, I will go ahead and get our first forest hut. And that's going to be our first workshop building, of course. Yeah, graphics are nice, Bostova. It's not bad. Like, again, for a clicker game, which is not usually a genre of game I play, it's okay. And I like that. It's just kind of one of those, I guess you call it a beer and pretzels game, right? That you could sit back and just kind of enjoy, see your civilization increase and grow over time. I want that flour. Right, while active lumber mill generates wood over time. Good to know. We've got quite a lot of free space, so we want to get those huts up. Activating a workshop reserves a free worker, reducing your food income. Okay, well, that's not necessarily good unless we need that worker. Just want to make sure that we have enough food to feed everybody, and at that point, I'll hold off on the food for a bit. I do apologize for the clicking, but it is a clicker game, so there is that, of course. And look at our buildings, man. How cool is that? It goes off into the distance. That is just awesome. We still have a food shortage. Trying to improve it, but easier said than done. Overuse of clicking can create risk of uprising. Okay, wait for people to cool to hate. I just learned something. So we're just going to kind of let our people do their thing for a bit. Kind of like that. Makes it not too much of a clicker game, if that makes sense. Maybe it's time to get some warriors. I think we're going to get the plow. I'm really putting a huge focus on food for now. Just want to make sure our people are fed. And then I don't really have to worry about much else. See what else we can get over here. Yeah, so for now, it's really the hut. We need to unlock the next housing level, but that could take some time. And it looks like we actually have a number of deaths up here. I just realized 9 deaths through our civilization. What happens if I click this free space? Let's take a look at the world map. Start that quest too. Okay, so we'll face a crisis at the end of this quest. I don't want to do that, but I want to do that 2-minute quest that we had already started. And the thing is, like, even though we're increasing the food, by increasing the food, we're also increasing the population. It doesn't seem to kind of balance, and I'm thinking that balance needs to be gained in another way. And one of those ways is just researching the necessary thing. Oh my goodness, a level 6 Inferno! Boom. It didn't really help. That's pretty rough. Let's get another Spearman unit. That is the worst we've had so far. Like Mount Vesuvius exploded over here. Boom, boom. Go for another Spearman. This is definitely going to cause some deaths, though. We can actually see the death count growing in the upper right-hand corner there. 12, 15. Yeah, it is not stopping, but I think we can get this Inferno under control pretty soon. Much more serious than just the basic fire. Oh, no! Your civilization has fallen. That was quick! All right, so I like that. It's a challenge, unlike most clicker games. Now, wait a minute. Is it letting me continue? How does this work? Oh, wow. Yeah, no, we really do need to start from the beginning. Okay. That's pretty awesome. Although, I guess we keep our research. So, the civilization falls, but it can grow again. I like that. Let's focus on sustainment. First, we'll get that population up. We'll start getting all of those people back. The old generation died, and now we have to focus on the new generation, my friends. And we're going to be a little more careful with our clicks. Clearly, we need to cool it. See, right now we have a surplus of food. And I kind of want to keep it that way for a while. Let's focus on the warrior code. It's going to take us 7 minutes to research that. That's how they make sure you don't return this on Steam. Because you're going to be here waiting for these things to unlock. But in all seriousness, I mean, for a clicker, I like it. It's enjoyable. It's a fun little game. And, you know, we're only in the very beginning, of course, with the Neolithic Age. Speaking of which, let's take a look over here. Plenty of free space there. And, of course, the population will also grow on its own. So we don't want to go... We just don't want to go over the food we have here. But I do want to get that population up. Let's try to get it to, like, maybe 100. And as you can see, we got a surplus of 2.2. So I think we'll keep it at that. Let the people do their thing, and we'll grow naturally, of course. It is really pretty, though, I will say. Very pretty game. The price is also a little steep, I would say, for a clicker. I mean, this is $15. It's early access, too, which makes me think that the full release will be $20. I don't know. It's hard to justify that price. Depends how pretty it's going to be as we move into the future. Might not even say much for the rest of the video just because there's not much to say. It's kind of just like enjoying our civilization growing. Need more free space. And it looks like we're at no risk of any sort of crisis right now. 151 died in the last crisis. Let's focus on the pickaxe. Now, 55% chance of a crisis. So that does begin to grow, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and focus on that encampment, guys. 550 for the encampment. We also got the clear forest quest, so we're going to go back and see if we have entirely finished that. But I want that encampment up. That crisis is gonna happen sooner or later. Come on! What's this? Okay, it's just a boost from one of our heroes. Dead, yeah. Yeah, that is true. Hopefully not this time, though. All right. Increases the amount of forts you can keep. All right. We could get another hill fort. Again, I don't think a hill fort's going to do anything in a crisis unless it's a revolution or an uprising. So I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. Look at that. We already have... Food is already an issue. It's not good. I think maybe we should focus on the huts instead. Just seeing if this lowers the crisis chance. It doesn't look like it. Like seeing that fort off in the distance, though. That is beautiful. Let's see. Focus on pottery, folks. Ooh, we can trade with gold. Maybe a grain trade route. So that's going to be 2,000 gold. We only have 10. I think we're going to have to wait. And I'm guessing that you have to restart your civilization quite a few times. That's no joke. All right, Clear Forest quest has been completed. Congratulations, you can convert your first tile. Okay. So convert tile to pasture. Yep. And we need that pasture, believe it or not. We need the food. Hoping that's going to help. Does look like our crisis risk has greatly diminished, guys. So hoping that's a good thing. Got pottery? Let's see what else we can focus on. So we can go for breeding. That actually gives us a significant amount of food. I like that. The marketplace, though, looks pretty good, too. And the Ascension, guys, is going to allow us to move out of the Neolithic Age. You can see it's the 10 Commandments. I like that. Let's go for this. Focus on the food. And it looks like we've got dry storage. Hell yes! Starting to find ways to store our food, guys, which means we're moving out of that Stone Age, that Neolithic Age, and perhaps into the Bronze Age. We'll see where this takes us. See, this element I like. I think this is a clicker that really would appeal to strategy gamers, history lovers, things like that. I could see a lot of us getting into this. Is it worth $15? No. That's why you should pay me $15 so that you don't have to do it later with this game. I think if the price came down a bit, I mean, maybe I'm judging it too quickly, but it's just for a clicker. I don't know. Got a food shortage there. It kind of seems too much for a clicker, but look at this. That's going to actually boost our food temporarily, which I quite like. Although, as you can see, the people are eating a lot of the food, and we are still starving. Take a look over here. Maybe we can invade another tile. We're going to start that quest. Whether the civilization rises or falls. Thundering Vipers, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll try, every now and again I try to do some sort of, little gameplay video or a Let's Play. I'm not doing as much as I was before on YouTube, real life happened and all that. But, I do my best, I do. I really want to play a few upcoming strategy games. I'll do my best to be here when that happens. Let's get another spearman. Again, the people are starving. Damn it. Crisis is still manageable, though, despite the starvation. So what we need are free workers. Okay, so I'm thinking we just need to keep on boosting the population, but not assigning them to warrior status at all. We've got 5 spearmen right now, which can deal with almost any situation, but it's probably eating away at our food. All right, here we go. The marketplace has to be. Workshop producing gold. That's what we need. Can also boost the food intake right there. And it's recommended in the game to just kind of let things sit sometimes. So we're going to do that right now. We're just going to kind of let things sit. You can see the food situation is slowly resolving. But it's going to take some time. Look at that. 5-9. So yeah, we're just going to hang out for now. Focus on free space. Make sure that people still have areas to move into, etc. But things seem okay. Resolve a random dilemma card. All right. You have discovered a foreign village. They possess a technology you have never seen before. Okay. Let's try to reverse engineer the technology, or We just increase the risk of a conflict, and we get plus 40 to research. I'm going for that. That's okay. We can deal with it. Wonder what we should call our wayward civilization. Yes, that is true. That is true. I should, and letting things sit is definitely improving things because it's getting rid of the food shortage. You're absolutely right, Bostova. So I'm just gonna kind of not do anything for a bit. 48 seconds for that. Unfortunately, the reason that the food is stabilizing is what I'm seeing now is the population is dying of starvation. And they're being added to our overall death count. But that's okay. We need to get that population down. I know it's messed up, but such is civilization. So you're down to 5-6. Beautiful. Could see that crisis is slowly increasing. And I love that there's a lot of different kinds of crisis. So right now we have a fire or war chance, but there's all sorts of different things. Tornadoes, volcanoes. I mean, you name it, it's there. Gonna boost food right there a little bit. Did not improve things. I thought it would. Guess it just boosted population. Let's take a look at our heroes. So close, folks. Boom. So close to ascension. Sounds kind of like a cult term, if I'm being honest with you. Do we have to click these, or...? Ah, these are the other unlocks. I got it. Is a marketplace. And this will not affect the food because, again, the population is still decreasing. But we want to have a place for our people to trade. I think that's going to be very important to the rise of a proper civilization. Food is still stabilizing. Okay, has angered people. So, as Bostova said, once you overuse the clicking, it starts burning up. We did get the marketplace up, though, so I'm just going to kind of stop now. And look at that. I can actually grab some gold. I love gold! At 30%, it's growing. We are ready for it, though. We've got a bunch of Spearman men ready for the next crisis. Let's go over here quickly. Take a look at that tribal village again. Maybe we'll steal from them one more time. We've already stolen some technology. You can see our warriors getting ready for a raid. And of course, we can use that gold to trade for other resources. Let's get a barley shipment. We actually need the food. So there we go. And yeah, look at that. Really nice on the food. Unfortunately, population is going to need to suffer. And the windmill will bring in food. Gotta get that up. Just keeping our population fed is a hell of a challenge, I will say. And I'm just curious to see exactly how many we can support before that food issue goes away. Not enough workers to activate. We need to get more workers to activate the actual windmill. All right. Interesting situation. $199. Might be able to actually hack that. Hold on, though. Windmill. So I wonder if we use these abilities down here. Look at that. Nice. That boosted our grain hugely. We can also do +3 soldier capacity. All these different focuses. I think we're going to keep it at this, but look at that, guys. The windmill is up. I think our civilization is starting to grow. Not bad. Back to the shortage, unfortunately, but that windmill did its job for a while. Want to move on to the next stage. I want to see how things change. It's hurting. I've got arthritis in my clicker finger. Welcome then to our society. Get 90 vagabonds? I don't think so. A war crisis starts. Claim this village as your own. We don't really need more free space, so I am going to go ahead and focus on the money. Actually, really looking for something with a food reward or even a civic reward. Maybe we can move on over here for the mammoths. A level 8 mammoth fight. I don't know if we're ready for this. Yeah, no. Definitely not. Definitely not. Let's just wait a bit. We'll be crushed by the mammoths. They'll destroy our civilization. The first civilization to fall due to mammoths. Yeah, baby. We need to get a bunch of pop to activate that windmill, but it actually gives us a boost for quite a while. Unfortunately, then a lot of the population needs to starve. That's just the way it works. And there we go. Your unit has been automatically upgraded. Fantastic. You'll need to destroy a unique crisis to finish this research. Okay, let's do it. It's going to appear at a random moment of this research. I'm willing to bet it's going to be mammoths. We'll find out in any case. We're fine on free space, so I'm not even going to focus on it. Just going to let things settle. Another game I've got that I really wanted to upload some stuff on is the new Stronghold HD. I I got a key for it from the company, and I know, like, my original Stronghold video is one of the most viewed videos on this channel. So I'm really thinking about playing some. Of course, Stronghold is one of those games that can get really frustrating really easily. I think this one's a little more laid back. Food situation seems to be pretty good. I'm gonna keep that triggered. Nope, never mind that. The pottery's keeping our soldiers in the field, which we're gonna need for whatever's coming up here. Once the commandments have been received, at least I think that's what that's supposed to look, sort of a code of laws. Build my kingdom, good grip. How you doing? I was asking earlier, what should our kingdom be named? We still need a name for our sovereign society. If you use a Star Wars name Kenobi, I will be very disappointed. I'll be very disappointed. Think of something original. Maybe downtown Trenton, New Jersey, huh? Is that 9 per second? Thanks to the windmill, that food is coming in. It's keeping us alive. So far, my favorite technology. It's got to be the windmill. It's getting us out of the Bronze Age. So far, no crisis. Of course, we are supposed to have a crisis happen here before we get to the end there, and I hope surpass into the next age. But we'll see. We'll see if that's the case. We've already had our civilization fall once. So, you know, nearly 200 people dying. We've gone through a lot to get to this point. Grippas, I like that. Okay, here we go. The Neolithic Revolution. Oh, damn. How cool is that? All right, boom. Oh, no. I don't know if we're ready to beat the Neolithic Revolution. Oh, that is rough, man. All right, let's stop. Nobody can beat the Neolithic Revolution. Gonna have to click like a madman on the archer. Boom. Come on. You know what? Come on. Gotta stop that damn Neolithic Revolution, folks. How crazy is that? So, yep, to get out of it, we need to get out of it. Let's put it that way. All right, actually, the archer did a lot of damage, man. Just need to get more archers. I think we get like 2 or 3 of these. We could finish off the revolution. Ah, it's burning buildings. I don't know if the hill fort is worth it. That's why I'm really just focusing on the archers here. Yeah, my finger is killing me. I will say that. You can see, look at all of the things, all of the catastrophes that befall us through this revolution. I'm gonna go for 2 archers this time. You guys hear that? My damn finger. Come on! So damn close, man. Give me that second archer. Oh, it's burning up. The people are getting upset. You see that? I need it, though. I need that second archer. All right, let's see. Boom. 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 We need to let it cool off a bit. There's not much we can do. Not enough workers to activate our ability here. All right, we're going for another archer. There's still quite a long time before that next thing, before the revolution overtakes us entirely. 3 minutes total. Not a super long time, but if we can overcome the revolution, that would be fantastic. Boom. Boom. I feel like we're so close here. Oh. Game is paused. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, that population is definitely suffering, man. We need more pop. Let's go ahead. Oh, we can't hit the granary right now. We've got to wait. Oh, boy. Gotta go for it. Look at the death count up there. Oh, so close! So damn close! We're relying entirely on the people. No! Your research to ascension has been lost. Now it is time to rise stronger. Rising from the ashes. Man, I thought we were prepared, but I guess not. Had that been archers and not spearmen, I think we would have been fine. That's what we really needed, is the archers to face the Neolithic Revolution. Now we're going to have to get that population back up. That was terrifying, but awesome at the same time. Really enjoying it. But again, for a clicker, and it is a clicker game, I don't know if I would, like, keep this, kind of considering returning it. Just because, yeah, at the end of the day, it is a clicker. It's much more advanced than a lot of clickers, and again, the technology goes, like, all the way to the modern age. You can have helicopters, you can have bombers, nationalism, all that stuff. It just takes time, you know, and so I guess it's kind of a bit of a hardcore clicker game. I don't know. Like, now I'm kind of tempted to try one more time. I am going to focus on a hut for now, though, because we have no free space. So let's just make sure we get some free space. You guys want to try once more, maybe? Yeah, let's do it. Give it one more try there. But are we gonna have to rebuild everything, like our workshops and stuff, or just the huts and the food? I wonder. Might also go ahead and get that hill fort. It's probably not a bad idea. I'm gonna give it one more chance. Yeah, I'm gonna try the Neolithic Revolution once more. Gotta rise above, you know. Rise above. You gotta rise above. Let's get that barley. We don't need to focus on research costs. That's okay. I do want to make sure we have a robust population before taking on that challenge. So it is a bit crowded. We need that free space. I think the population can kind of grow on its own. But one thing we absolutely want to do is get those archers ready. All 5 of them. And I'm going to let the population just grow on its own. So let's switch to archers. Guess we gotta wait on the archers. We need to activate pottery. +3 soldier capacity. And I think that's gonna have to be our focus entirely. Free space is running out, though. For once, space is actually a problem. Usually we have a ton of space. So that might be a sign of good things to come. We'll see. Still a surplus on the food. I like that. I really like how it gives you another chance. You know, like once your civilization falls once, it has a chance to rise up again with succeeding generations, and it's just a really nice touch. I don't know. Back to that archer. Again, once we get the 4 of 5, sorry, the 5 of 5 archers, I think I'm going to be prepared to take on the revolution. You really need to use anything you research as much as possible. Any technology that you unlock has to be used in your ascension, of course. And that is exactly what it's called. It's the ascension. Come on. Give me that final archer. I think we might even go for the hill fort. I'm not sure it can help in the Neolithic Revolution, but who knows? We'll find out. Oh, we got to calm down. You can see people are getting upset. It's going to have to calm down a little bit there. We've got all 5 archers, so we're good to go there. So it blocks. I think that should help. We'll see. And now we are going to go for the ascension. Here we go. Of course, this is where things could pop off and get pretty nasty pretty quick. Grow vagabonds. Shit. We don't want vagabonds. Get some huts. Housing for everybody. Yeah, he grew vagabonds, exactly. Definitely don't want to grow vagabonds, right? Amongst other things. Weeds and vagabonds are not things you want to grow. And actually, we've got a little shortage there on food, so I'm going to stop the food production entirely. When this Neolithic Revolution takes off, a lot of people are going to die anyway. Boosting that food production once again. Probably want to get those huts up, because there will be vagabonds if we don't. Love how quickly that's growing. Let's get that code of laws in here. Yup, you're right. Those huts are important. Those huts are definitely important. I can't wait till they upgrade. Here we go, Neolithic Revolution. Boom, boom. Okay, we're putting up a block there, but I don't know. It might still not be enough. Switch over to archers. Neolithic Revolution will get you, boys and girls. Oh boy. He's a tough one. Talk about killing your finger, I'll tell you what, man. I want to get those 3. Come on. People are getting pissed off at the clicking, and 1, 2, 3, boom. It's rough, man. I'm wondering if we should go for the hill forts or not. Tell you, it is definitely a real challenge, man. Look at that. Here we go. First archer. Boom. Boom. Use one of these abilities to boost pop temporarily. That actually might help, believe it or not. Look at that. Drop down to 72 fast, man. So we got to grow that pop, too. Like, having to grow the pop and get the archer at the same time, it's a challenge. It definitely is. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we can win. Damn, that's tough, man. I like that clicker thing, too, where it starts to burn up if you're clicking too much. Come on. Yeah, that is rough. Damn. I'm going to save, exit to title menu, come back to this. It's definitely not an easy clicker game, but look at this. This is even past the Bronze Age. So we didn't even get before what we see here, and you can go all the way to the modern age. I may have to give it a recommendation. I don't know. I initially thought I was going to return it. Now I think I'm going to give it some more time and see how far I can get. Boost your archer. Ooh, can you boost an archer? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for stopping by and taking a look at Microcivilization. Yeah, I guess it's a buy for me, but I wish they would lower the price from 15 to 10. 15 is asking a bit much for a clicker game. Nonetheless,